The Arctic P12 PWM PST is an affordable fan that is available in multiple variants, either as a single product or as a fan pack. The price will vary based on the color and the variant you choose, but in essence this fan is cheap, and a lot of people say that it's a good alternative to the high-end models from Noctua or Be Quiet. But is it? The Arctic P12 PWM PST has been on the market for a while now, and it has a reputation of a good fan that is ideal for radiator usage and as a case fan as well, albeit a lot of fans are good as case fans if you want it hard enough. The Arctic P12 PWM PST looks like a budget fan, and I have two of them right here, black and white. The white variant looks a lot better, as it not only matches the background, but the white frame and the white frosted blades will reflect everything inside your system, and by everything I mean the RGB you have around in your case. In terms of pricing, a single P12 PWM PST will set you back approximately $10 or the equivalent in euros. That's the price for both the white and black variants, and both solid color or transparent impeller variants as well. This price makes the P12 PWM PST a great deal when you look at it, also because this fan is cheap on average than what other manufacturers are offering, especially in terms of bearing systems, speed range, and the fan dimensions. The P12 PWM PST and the entire series of P12 fans uses a 5-blade design, which is quite different when compared to other fans which are available on the market. However, the shape of the impellers makes me think of the Nidec Servo Gentle Typhoon fans and the Noctua NF A12X25 PWM for that matter. This type of wide blade is great for static pressure and radiator usage or heatsink usage, or pretty much all of them and in one place. The gap between the impellers and the inner part of the fan frame is low enough. I say enough because it can come down to the same level as the Noctua NF A12X25, because that fan uses a special polymer to achieve such a low space and static pressure leak. However, the Arctic P12 has a small enough space to not lose its performance against other similarly priced fans. The cable of the fan is not covered by any sleeving, but it is fortunately all black, so it will match the rest of the system. Some of the Arctic P12 fan models can be daisy chained. This is the case for the PST model reviewed here. What this means is that each fan can power one additional fan. This will reduce the cable clutter in your system and especially around the radiator or the heatsink. However, be warned, powering multiple fans from the same fan header on your motherboard is not exactly ideal. Sure, 2 fans will be okay, but more than that and you are asking for issues. If you need more fans powered from a single fan header, then please use a fan hub which is designed especially for that. Speaking of powering the fan, the connectors used are the regular 4-pin, and the fans are PMW compatible, which means that you can control their speed through software or a fan hub. Your choice. These fans have a maximum speed of 1800 RPM and a minimum speed of 200 RPM. In addition, these fans can be completely stopped through PWM. I am mentioning this because a lot, and I mean a lot of fans can't be stopped through software, only through voltage. And believe me, it's an important thing when you need your PC to run overnight, but you don't want to hear it. In terms of accessories, you get 4 basic fan screws to install the fan on your case, and that's it. Which is not bad at all given the price of these fans. Yes, Noctua is king in terms of accessories, but the price of one Noctua fan can buy you multiple Arctic fans as well. Before we test the fan and see how it stacks up against other models, you will get to hear the fan going from 0 RPM to its maximum rated speed of 1800 RPM. I am doing this because while a decibel value is useful when comparing multiple fans, it does not consider additional noise sources such as bearing ticking, the fan frame vibrating on the heatsink, and more. With a maximum speed of 1800 RPM, the Arctic P12 PWM PST has a maximum noise output of 41 decibels, with the measuring device placed at a standard distance of 10 cm away from the system and the fan. This places the Arctic P12 PWM PST next to the Silverstone Air Penetrator or the Arctic Bionics F120. Testing all fans is done using a Silverstone all-in-one liquid CPU cooler. Don't worry, things will change soon, but until then, we are using this CPU cooler because not only it delivers a great performance, but it also accepts two 120mm fans on its radiator, and its pump and loop system are reliable and deliver consistent results. The CPU used for all testing unless otherwise stated is the Intel i9-9900K running at its factory turbo boost frequency, and that's it. In addition, the ambient temperature is fixed at 20 degrees Celsius. The Arctic P12 PWM PST reached a maximum temperature of 71 degrees Celsius, placing the fan 1 degree lower than a Noctua NF-F12 PWM and behind the noise blocker eLoop B12PS. A great result for a fan of this price and caliber in terms of technology. The main thing to note here is that all fan testing is done at maximum RPM. In many ways, this is how each fan gets a fair chance against the high-end models, and that's why in this case, the P12 PWM PST is 1 degree better than the NF-F12 PWM. The Noctua fan spins slower than the Arctic, but in the end, temperature-wise, Arctic gets ahead, and if you don't care for noise, then this is a good point for the Arctic P12. The Arctic P12 PWM PST is a great little fan that is simple but offers a good performance out of the box. Now you will ask yourself, if this fan is better than the almighty NF-F12 PWM, then why bother with the Noctua and not just get Arctic P12s instead? It's simple, the Noctua is quieter and will last a lot longer, that's why you pay more for it, among other things. But let's get back to the Arctic P12 PWM PST. It's great and I can see why a lot of people choose them for their builds. They might not look the best, they are certainly basic looking when compared to Noctua offerings, but they are miles ahead of some truly basic fans that are pretentious enough to be called gaming fans, whatever that means anyway. The main purpose of the Arctic P12 PWM PST is to be a cheap radiator and heatsink that will deliver a good performance without breaking your wallet. That's it. There's no complex bearing system to keep it spinning for 10 years, there's no polymer to make the impellers better, there is not even any type of rubber pads on the corners of the fan frame. Speaking of which, you better invest into those fast with these fans. While not severe, the P12 PWM PST did have a tendency to vibrate on the case and especially on the radiator, so keep that in mind, especially if you want to use multiple fans in your system. If you like this review, then you might consider subscribing for more, and also if you want to support me in a direct way, then in the description below you will find the links for both the Patreon and the Subscriber pages of this channel.